All right, hello and welcome to the coziest live stream on the web. Today we're playing Strange Horticulture. Sorry it's a bit late. Twitch has been having some problems today. I couldn't go live for the last 2 hours, so I don't think we're gonna be able to get through the whole thing today because well, obviously I'm 2 hours late. But oh, well, welcome Phoenix. Yeah, I only have 3 hours. I work overnight today, so I guess we'll just see how far I can get. This is one of the top puzzle games on Steam right now, so I thought it'd be cool to check out. That said, I guess let's just get right into it. How are you doing today, Phoenix? Okay. Good. Looking at an image, I see. The streets of Undermere are narrow and claustrophobic. In many places, the buildings lean out at the upper floors, so that neighbors can reach across and shake hands, or more likely, exchange unpleasantries. Strange Horticulture is a small shop situated away from the main thoroughfares, but it has the advantage of being one of the few buildings in Undermere that stands alone. Plants, you may have noticed, need light, and light is in short supply at street level in this town. Recently, the shop passed to me after the death of my uncle. There is much to learn, but one thing is already clear. The rare and unusual plants that he stocked have their uses after all. I think I will be fine with the small text, but I can use the mouse wheel to zoom in. Cool. Day 1, Friday. I found it! An excerpt on the elusive Wandering View. Come to the library in Ambleside and I'll tell you all about it. I even found something on the gilded dendra that might be of interest. Simone. P.S. Give Hellebore a good scratch behind the ear for me. Alright, let's do that. Look at this cat. Cat. Oh. Oh, hello. I must have walked past this shop 100 times without ever stopping to look. What a wonderful place to spend your day, surrounded by plants. I came here because I have an unusual request. At night I hear whispered voices too faint to hear clearly, coming from the floor above me. But nobody lives up there. The rooms are empty. My curiosity has gotten the better of me. I must find out what they are saying. St. John's Poppy. Okay, apparently St. John's Poppy will help her hear what her neighbors are saying. Or what, the weird people who shouldn't be there. Because they don't exist or something. The ghosts haunting her attic. She needs a way to listen to the ghosts that are haunting her attic. What are labels good for? What can I do with these? I have a lot of things. The Strange Book of Plants. Wilfred Voynich. A note from the author. This encyclopedia can be used as a reference to help identify plants. Note that where I have included sketches, these are not always intended as an aid to identification. Often the description will be more useful to you. Remember to take extra care when dealing with poisonous plants. I accept no responsibility should injury or death occur as a result of misuse of this encyclopedia. From WV. Well, we need St. John's Poppy, so let's see. The vibrant petals of this flower can be brewed to create a draught that can greatly improve the imbiber's hearing ability. The flowers of the St. John's Poppy are bright red with a yellow center. Do we have anything that's bright red with a yellow center? Yes, we do. Here. Beginnings. Nice. Plant identified. St. John's Poppy. I got a book entry. I got Clavilium. According to legend, clavilium can be used to open any lock, no matter how complex or secure. The heart-shaped leaves have earned this plant the nickname Lovelock. These really are weird plants. Okay. A map of Undermere and the surrounding area. Oh. The will to explore. I got points for my will to explore, I guess. Alright. There is a lot of things here. A lot of places. Well, I need to go to Undermere. Purity. Well, I've already got that story, yeah. I already got the story, I need to actually go to Undermere, I think. Oh, wait, no. Not Undermere, I need to go to Ambleside, right. I have neither the time nor the inclination to explore. So I need to charge up my will to explore in order to go look around. I see. A rising dread. The closer inspection. Okay, I can take a closer look at my plants. It's pungent, but not unpleasant. The bulb is a soft yellow, the leaves are waxy. It has a scent that scratches at the back of my throat. Alright, let's get that will to explore up. Let's go. The flowers are red with a sweet scent. It smells strongly of soured milk. Bad enough to make my eyes water. The flowers are a soft purple with a sweet scent. We're almost there. Blue flowers, stiff leaves. Let's take a look at the watering can. Blue flowers, light, airy scent. Let's water some plants too while we're at it. We should probably do that, right? Keep them all healthy and alive. Alright, we can explore now. We got to go to Ambleside. Where is Ambleside? Hey, there it is. The library here in Ambleside is one of my favorite haunts. Simone, the librarian, is always helpful and friendly and shares some of my passion for unusual plants. Today she's grinning ear to ear and can't wait to show me what she's found. 2 book entries. Gilded Dendra? Do not drink the sap of this plant. The lips and veins will turn black as the blood succumbs to Dendra's miasma. A sure and painful way to die. The poison is so potent that even touching the leaves of the plant can be painful. And the Wandering Bew, so called because this fungus can move slowly in the dark. It has been known to cover distances of up to several meters in a single night. The gills on the underside of this mushroom form beautiful flowing lines. They are also quite hard and sharp, earning this plant the nickname Finger's Bane. Interesting. You know, it's all fun and games until... I know this is a previous plant, but it's all fun and games until someone lockpicks your house and breaks in using a plant. Alright, let's put this away. Or letters. Yeah, sure, that goes to letters. Dangerous plant grows sparsely in the hills to the northeast of Backbarrow. Keep it secret. Okay, well, I don't have the will to explore yet. It's still charging, so give me some time. Let's water some plants. Oh. What's that thing doing there? His little letter or something. There's a flower I'm missing. Looks like a clue. No, it's actually a letter. Okay. Let's inspect this one. A single pink flower that smells pleasant. Also seems to have a pointy stem. Alright, back barrel. Where are you? Approaching back barrow, an industrial roar emanates from the ironworks and cotton mill. The blast furnace has a limitless appetite for coal, which is delivered almost daily by the stream railway. I pity the dusty workers of this once peaceful place. I suspect there will be few useful botanical discoveries to be made there. Okay. Good cat. Alright, David Schaefer is taking a visit. Good morning. Bloody awful weather out here today. Good for the plants though, eh? Got a letter for you. Oh, thank you. Letters are nice. Lots of will to explore. Gosgorth is a hateful town. I was beaten and robbed and left to die in the streets. After many days, I was rescued by a kind stranger just as I had come to the fear that wickedness had infected the hearts of every soul in that cursed place. I began my recovery in the woods to the south of the town with a group of travelers. On the northeast corner of the wood, I sat and stared at a bright flower, and tears flowed down my face at the reminder that there is beauty in this world. I shall be returning to Undermere soon. Warmest regards, Amos Duncan. Or Amos, I don't know how you... Sure. So there's a pretty flower somewhere over in, Gosgorth. But let's take a look. Excuse me. Where is Gosforth, sorry. Oh, I should not have come here. A darkness hangs over this town like an executioner's blade. I feel a rising dread in my chest. Oh no! I gave myself a rising dread. Did I get the one from Back Barrow? I don't think I did. Okay, well, I think we have more customers, yeah. Gilbert Ames. Something's got those witches in the forest stirred up. They're not letting anyone through. I had to take the long way around, down through Back Barrow. I never did trust that sisterhood. Anyway, I'm here now, and I've brought Fennett from the south to trade for some lemon dandy. Hardly worth the trouble when you factor in the extra miles I've had to cover to get here. Alright, well, let's take a look at the strange book of plants. We need to find lemon dandy. Its curled leaves are thought to be the origin of the name of this plant, supposedly referring to a peeled lemon rind. Among several medicinal uses, the flower of the lemon dandy is mostly associated with curing afflictions of the heart. Citrum crispus. The scientific name. So, it's got leaves that look like a peeled lemon rind, apparently. Or, at least they might feel like it or something. Let's see. Let's put the book away. None of my plants really look like that, to be honest with you. Well, shall we have a closer inspection at this one? It smells faintly of wood smoke. Feels like rough glass paper. Well, scent. What did it say about scent? Did it say anything about scent? No. Just curled leaves. I mean, kinda. Sorta. Honestly, this one... Actually, no, that might actually be it right there. Let's take a look. The smell is faintly off-putting, but not overpowering. Well, that's not very helpful. Could that be said to be, like, curled lemon rinds? Probably not. I don't know. The top sure looks like it, but the drawings are... They told me the drawings might be misleading. Let's try it. Yeah, no, it was correct. Good. Lemon Dandy. Identified. I have acquired a new plant. Interesting. Let's go down to back barrel. Again, I guess, because... No, never mind. Didn't really... There's supposed to be a flower there or something, but... Who do we have next? My dreams are becoming more vivid. I saw a woman, her face hidden behind a mask, and next to her, a terrifying black skeletal creature. It stood tall, its roving head scanning the landscape, and though it had no discernible face, I could sense a hint of expression about its features. It seemed to be laughing, but not the joyous laughter of a child. A sickly, horrifying laughter that chilled me like the first breath of winter. These past weeks have been getting worse. I need sleep. What's the other symbol here? Oh. New person. Character info. Faye Swift. Faye grew up with her mother. Her father was rarely violent, but once is enough. When he struck her, it finally broke the hold he had over her mother, and she fled in the night. The sleeping Faye held close. Faye often has vivid dreams, but has never considered that other people do not. She came to Strange Horticulture seeking relief from her nightmares. Chat log. Oh. Okay, so I have my past messages with her too, and she's a psychic, apparently. Alright, well that will to explore is almost charged up, but I don't think I need it. I need to find forest camphor. Forest camphor, Camomum silva. The strong-smelling bulb of this plant has a powerful soporific effect, making it a common ingredient in sleeping draughts. The camphor produces a beautiful rounded dark blue cluster made up of many smaller flowers. Okay. A blue cluster of flowers. Let me see that again. Sorry. It has a strong smell and a dark blue cluster. I'm being careful because I have a couple that might be described as blue. Actually, this one looks more like it. Let's see, does it have a strong smell? It's pungent, but not unpleasant. Yeah, okay. What about this one? Wait, no. This is the lemon one, I know that already. No, don't explore. Let's have a closer look at this. The flowers are made up of many smaller blue flowers. They smell pleasant. Okay. Well... They said it has a strong smell. So that might be more, like pungent might be more accurate than just a simple pleasant smell. And the cluster looks a lot closer to that description. It's the darker cluster, so let's try this. Yeah, nice. Plant identified. Forest camphor. And we get another book entry. Butterdale. I should probably be adding labels to these plants so I can see which ones I have identified already. That does sound like a good idea. Let's do that after. Often found growing in clumps on valley sides, Butterdale has been used for centuries as a cure for all matter of skin rashes. The dark green leaves can be stewed and mulched to form a poultice. The flowers smell buttery to some people. Okay, well, let's put some labels on this. Lemon something. Let's have another look. What was it called? Forest Camphor. Okay, this is Lemon Dandy. I want to edit the label. Can I change it? Yes, I can. Good. Okay, and then we have the Forest Camphor and St. John's Poppy. That's the red and yellow one. Cool. Should keep on watering these, you know. Make sure it's all good. Well, it's raining. I'm sure we don't need to worry about that too much when it's raining. Nora Butterfield. Got any wandering beau? That always reminds me of, oh, what's his name? That old hermit inventor, the Wanderer. Anyway, the beau, if you've got it. Sure, I think I've got the beau. Wandering beau. I actually just discovered this one, I think. So this is the weird mushroom. And the mushroom moves slowly in the dark. Which sounds kind of weird. It's got sharp gills on the underside. It smells strongly of soured milk, bad enough to make my eyes water. Well, that's not very helpful. What about this one here? Not as spongy as most mushrooms. In fact, the undersides are somewhat sharp. Red spores protrude from the caps, not the craps. Jeez. Well, sharp underside sounds about right. Yeah, nice. Wandering beau identified. Oh, and we're closed for the day. Lady of Summer. Comatessa aestavium. The leaves curl round, delicately... Oh, no, wait. The leaves curl round delightfully, which, combined with an attractive flower to hardy nature, makes this a sought-after ornamental plant. Aids with conditions of memory deterioration associated with old age. Okay. Well, let's label the, Wandering beau. I know I can use different colors too, but, like... I don't know how I'm gonna color code this. Alrighty, well let's end this for the day. Close up shop. I got a card. Row H, the Third River. It started when she found something that she was not meant to find. A book, tucked away in a forgotten corner of the Ambleside Library. Day 2, Saturday. Okay. Well, we've got a card now. Let's pull out the drawer. That's always good to have open. That goes in the clues. Finally, I have something that goes into the clues. What's this weird thing? Cipher, I guess, of sorts. Well, shall we take in our first customer? Sorry, cat. Isidore Burbage. Bring me a sample of Apis demesis, and be quick about it. That damn cat is setting off my allergies. Shouldn't have an animal in a shop like this. Darn, okay. Don't go down on my cat. You're gonna pay for that. Okay, so we need Apis demesis. I don't know what Apis demesis is. I don't have that one yet. Can't ask me for flowers I don't carry. Or at least that I don't know about. Okay. Well, I must need to explore a little bit. But when I explore, what else can I do to actually discover new things? Also, I realized that my Switch is actually making a little noise because the cable is unplugged. Let me mute that real quick. I apologize if you've been hearing a small buzzing this whole time. I just noticed it. Okay. Well, there's a beautiful flower somewhere around the northeast corner of the wood, to the south of the town. So, okay, so these are telling me I have to look closely. Yeah, so actually northeast of Back Barrow, and this one is like south, but then northeast corner of the forest to the south. Okay. Which, we're talking about, Gosforth, yeah, or Gosforth. There's a wood, and we need to go to the northeast side of it. So right here. The wood has a calming effect on my mind. It does me good to escape into nature, away from the stench and clamor of Undermere. It is not long before I spy a bright flower among the trees. We've got a new plant! Nice! Doesn't really tell me about the one I'm looking for, though. Let's get that will to explore up. Nice. Okay, so you actually have to hold the watering can on it for a bit to get the points. I see. Alright, let's go explore. We are looking for the, there's Back Barrow, but more specifically, okay, so we've got this out of the way. More specifically, we're looking for hills in the northeast of Back Barrow. So right here, probably. The weather changes fast out on the hills. What started as a grey morning has turned into bright sunshine. A good thing too, because it takes me several hours to find what I came for. By the time I'm done, the cloud is sweeping back over, a cloak of unwelcome shade. Alright, there's a new plant. Nice. Now I need to, you know, actually find the, descriptions, because I don't know. The archive, what's in the archive? Okay, completed letters. I can actually drag them up here. Nice. Get some things out of the way. Let's have a closer look at this, I guess. I don't know, that doesn't really tell me anything. Can I take the next customer? Because I don't have that. No, I can't. Alright, well, we've got tabs on this guy. Isidore Burbage. Burbage is a rich man who inherited a fortune but never experienced the love of his parents. He expects people to do his bidding and is quick to anger. There are many in Undermere who would be glad to see the back of him, but with wealth comes power, and few would challenge him to his face. He is the barrister. Or barrister. I've got this done too, so let's get rid of that. But I'm looking for something, anything. I need to know. Row H, the third river. Okay. Well, maybe that's a hint to where... Well, it is literally in the clue section. Row H, the third river. Okay. River Urt? I don't know. Then this would be the third one. A dead deer in the river, yellow bone protruding from matted hide and rotten flesh. Death for one provides life for many. We got a plant. New plant acquired. Yes. I still don't have any new entries in my book though, so that's not particularly useful. What about this? What is this thing trying to tell me? it looks most similar to probably this flower right here. I don't know. So is this, am I looking for a plant that heals allergies, then? Oh, wait. Oh, is he using the scientific name? Is that what it is? I guess that would make sense. A guy like this might do that. Oh, yeah, Gandhi root. Perfect. Gandhi root, Apis demesis. A plant with medicinal properties that can aid with digestive troubles when prepared correctly. Care must be taken, however, as the rough leaves can be an irritant. Only the petals are safe for consumption. Okay, I remember seeing something about rough leaves. Okay, so that's just a pleasant smelling flower. No good. And this one is like actually really soft. So like the opposite of what I want. It smells of nothing that I can detect. Okay. Which one said it felt rough? Stiff leaves. No, not really. Which one was it? The Gandhi root, yeah. Rough leaves, that's all I'm given. But I know I had one that said rough leaves. Stiff leaves. Stiff leaves are not necessarily rough leaves. The leaves are coarse to the touch. Yeah, well, that's a little bit in the right direction, but I swear one literally just said rough. These two look most like it in the picture. But no, they say that they're soft. Well, coarse to the touch, and in this kind of shape, most accurately describes this. Okay, that was right. Nice. That is the Gandhi root. Meekdew. Mollis phytum. The beautiful flowers, made up of many smaller florets, make this a sought-after decorative plant, although it is difficult to care for. It may be a pleasant-looking plant, but touching the leaves against bare skin will result in painful sores. Alright, well, let's add the Gandhi root first. Alrighty. Let's pet the cat. That's important, of course. We've got David Schaefer back again. Lake Undermere is looking fine in the sunshine today. Here's your mail. Another letter. There's an old slate mine at Hard Knot that has some interesting looking fungi growing in it. I've never seen anything like them before. They seem to have found a niche in the damp, dark tunnels left by the tramways. I thought you might be interested. Warmest regards, Amos Duncan. Alright. Wait, where was that again? Hard Knot. Let's go look at Hard Knot. Well, did he say anything more specifically? Just an old slate mine at Hard Knot. Okay. And where is that? Here we go. An iron gate rusted by years of abandonment sits across the entrance to the tram tunnel. Rusted it may be, but it won't budge. Locked. Abandonment is a hard word to say. Wow. I need clavilium to enter, I guess. Oh, right, because clavilium is the lock-picking plant. As weird as that is. This game is all about weird plants. According to legend, yeah, it can open any lock. Heart-shaped leaves, so it's also called the love lock. Let's see, I need heart-shaped leaves. Or a heart-shaped lock. But not actually, it's... I was trying to make a joke and fell short. Ooh, this kind of looks like it. Well, surely if they're heart-shaped leaves, it would work for a heart-shaped box. I think this one? Yeah, nice. That sure looks heart-shaped, I think. So, we have identified this and gotten a new page. The gate swings open slowly, complaining loudly on its rusty hinges. After a short exploration of the tunnel, I'm rewarded with 3 new plants. Holy moly. But also, Aguria, Cyphus spectaculum. When burned, incense made from this woody stem can enhance psychic abilities, strengthening the clarity of visions and prophecies. Light blue flowers, like rounded tufts of gentle lamb's wool, characterize this plant. That sure looks, well, sounds like, well, maybe this one, I guess? No, not really. Actually, no, probably this one here. Anyways, let's do that. We've identified the love lock, or clavilium. Great. Yeah, clavilium. So let's label that. That was this one up here. Okay. And let's collect these 3 plants. Cool. Breed new mushrooms. That is pretty interesting. Well, into the archive. Reuben Ward. I'm headed to Grisdale Forest, investigating a possible murder there. Can't say I'm looking forward to it. The Sisterhood are a secretive lot and they've not been keen to talk to me. Well, they're not keen to talk to me. Their leader, the Arda, or whatever they call her, she's dead. My instinct is they're hiding something. I was hoping you might have some fox button that would help me win them over. Alright, well first let's look up this shady character. He's literally the investigator. Gruben works with the police on murder cases. He is a kind, good-humored man, but beneath the mask he is deeply sad. His only child, a daughter, had seemed troubled for some time before running away from home several years ago. The victims whose stories he tries to uncover are all somebody's son, somebody's daughter. The search for answers drives him forward, piecing together the logic of life and death. Alright. Well, let's find you some fox button. An offering of fox button is considered by some to represent a contract of friendship between strangers. Thick shiny leaves grow in opposing pairs along the stems. Okay, that sounds a lot like this. Or this, actually. And this. Oh, jeez. We're gonna have to be careful with this one. Blue flowers, stiff leaves. Small leaves, delicate flowers. And lastly, it smells of nothing that I can detect. Thick, shiny leaves. Well, I think this one literally described the leaves as small, so that's kind of like not what I want. These ones look kind of small too, and they're stiff but not thick. These ones look the thickest, so let's try it. Yeah, nice. Fox button identified. Brimlock, Folium caldarius. Those suffering from hypothermia can be rescued by a draught made from using leaves from the brimlock plant. It has a warming effect that protects against extreme cold. When conditions are just right in the cold of winter, brimlock produces small yellow flowers. The leaves are waxy and tough. Interesting. Well, let's label our, what was it called again? The fox button, yeah. Okay. Victoria Gray. I was able to make out the whispered voices last night with the help of the St. John's poppy. There's a medium using the room. Illegally, I might add, holding midnight seances for gullible grievers. Is there a plant you know of that I could use to give them a scare and drive them away? I need my sleep. Harlequin blue. Okay. Harlequin blue. Scura caerulea? When the bushy blue flower heads die back, they release seeds with a downy pappus, which assists in wind dispersal. Once dried and hardened, the stems can be burned as incense. As they burn, they let out high-pitched shrieks, widely believed to be the spirits of dead souls trapped within the plants. Well, that's an interesting plant. So we're looking for bushy blue flower heads. But not this one, because that's lemon dandy. I only really have one other blue one that might look kind of like... No, wait. Yeah, well, yeah, this one. That's like about all I have left. But it doesn't look quite right. Blue flowers, light airy scent. I mean, it kind of looks like it. It's pretty close. I think it's good enough. Yeah, okay. Harlequin blue, identified. Perfect. Shimmerlung, Animatus lumensis. The dried stem of the Shimmerlung The dried stem of the Shimmerlung burns very brightly and noisily, letting off a near-blinding white-purple light. Flowers grow wrapped in large, ridged leaves. Okay. Sounds like a very interesting plant. Well, that was called the, yeah, Harlequin blue, so let's label the Harlequin blue. Okay, next customer. Bethany Coleman. As you may have heard, the rumors that Arda is dead. May Arduina bring her spirit peace. The nature of her death is unusual. The Sisterhood does not often look to outside help, but this is beyond our knowledge. If you show my sisters this letter, they will allow you entry to the forest. To be assured of your discretion, we require that you use Mary's breath to bind yourself to secrecy. Okay. Let's check out the sister, Bethany Coleman. Beth was born into a loving family, but never felt settled. She sought out a higher purpose when she was still young, and left home at 14 to join the Sisterhood of Arduina. The head of the sisterhood, the Arda, took a liking to her and helped her develop a renewed purpose, caring for the forest and putting her faith in the goddess Arduina. Now her mentor has been murdered, and Beth is looking for answers. Okay. Well, let's find Mary's breath. I hope Mary took some breath mints. Celatum regis? Regis? I don't know. The wide waxy leaves allow this plant to collect the large amount of water it requires. It is said that a person may be bound to secrecy using Mary's breath. It used to be grown in the royal gardens so that the king could ensure the trust of his confidence, but the practice fell out of favor. Well, we've got to look for wide waxy leaves. Wide and waxy leaves. These look pretty wide. How do they feel? Smooth, waxy leaves. Perfect. Ooh. What? That wasn't Mary's breath? Wide, waxy leaves? He says that they're waxy? And they're wide? But at the same time, let's take a look at the... Well, the picture looks fine, too. Alright, if you say so. Doesn't say anything about the flowers, so how was I supposed to know? The veined leaves have a waxy finish. Oh, another one. Another contestant. I mean, the leaves are veined in the picture. But they also look pretty fine. Well, I guess... No, they're smooth. They're not veined in this one. Alright, fair enough. I'm pretty confident, though, now, in the idea that this one is Mary's breath. Yeah, there we go. Alright, that's Mary's breath identified. Let's get our new letter. We have failed in our duty as protectors of the forest. Our secrets have been stolen and the Arda has been murdered. You will find us deep in the Grisdale Forest, a mile from the lake shore across from Torver. Please help us. Yours in hope, the Sisterhood of Arduina. Alright, well, let's mark Mary's breath. And we should be able to explore a little bit. We are looking for Grisdale Forest, a mile from the lake shore across from Torver. Okay, each tile is 1 mile, so... A mile from the lake shore across from Torver. Doesn't say which direction, though. Just, oh, well, there's Grisdale Forest. And there's Torver. So, deep in the Grisdale Forest. I would guess just, like, somewhere in the middle. Well, no, they say a mile from the lake shore across from Torver. So that would probably be right here, I guess. That would be 1 mile from the shore. Let's try it. I need to back out of this map, though. Okay. I'm gonna try it right here. As soon as I step off the road, 2 members of the Sisterhood step out and remind me that this is their forest. I am not welcome here. I try showing them the sister's letter, but they tell me I'm in the wrong place, and move me along without offering any help. Okay, I did not go to the right location, apparently. I did click this one, right? Like... J18 or whatever it is. Interesting. Well, let's go to our next customer. Let's take the next person first. Herbage is back. I'm this close to reporting you, halfwit. The last plant you gave me has made my skin itch furiously. I'll have your little shop shut down and torn to the ground if you don't make this right. Either Butterdale or Meekdew. Uh-oh. I need to think carefully about which plant to use here. My actions could have consequences. Yeah, this guy is... He's a Ken. So, let's be careful. Butterdale. What tree... no. Dixerat? Often found growing in clumps on valley sides, Butterdale has been used for centuries as a cure for all manner of skin rashes. The dark green leaves can be stewed and mulched to form a poultice. The flowers smell buttery to some people. Okay, so we can make a poultice of sorts, or what can a Meekdew do? The beautiful flowers, made up of many smaller florets, make this a well, yeah, we already... It just look, touching the leaves against bare skin will result in painful sores. So, probably not the Meekdew. Let's go with Butterdale. So we're looking for, dark green leaves. And... it smells buttery. To some people. Hmm. Well, let's have a closer inspection at something. Small leaves, delicate flowers. Nice! Note blocks can be pretty fun to mess with. Tried making a music player machine sort of thing once. That would, it would automatically place command blocks. No, well, like, no, there were command blocks underneath that would automatically place a note block right in front of you. So you don't have to follow it around. It would just place those on different blocks that were all laid out in front of you. So that way it would play the music back, but you wouldn't have to follow it around. It was kind of neat. Buttery smelling leaves that are dark green. They kind of... It doesn't really look like this, to be honest. So probably not this one. Yeah, I've always loved messing around with command blocks. They're fun. Oh. Uh-oh. Sounds like a risky trade-off. Smells pleasant. Not this one, obviously. I've labeled that. Oh. Well, I'm impressed you've even gotten that far, then. A light buttery scent. Okay, this is perfect. Heck yeah! Butterdale identified. Okay, that's good. Sounds like all hell could easily break loose. Alrighty. We have identified Butterdale and got a new book entry. Historian. Enteritis dulcis. The dark red fruits should not be ingested under any circumstances, as they are highly poisonous, resulting in insanity and death. A cross-section of the stem shows the distinctive triple xylem and phloem of the Storian. Interesting. Okay, let's label our Butterdale. Okay, so we have to find the sisters a mile from the lake shore across from Torver in the Grisdale Forest. Before I close up shop, let's go explore. I'm curious and kind of confused though, because it says a mile from the shore across from Torver, which you would think it's right here because this is where Grisdale Forest is, and then you go, this is the shore, right? Then you go a mile away from it. I would think you'd want a mile between them, right? I guess it could be in here though. That would probably be closer to an actual mile. But at the same time, if you look at the shore from Torver, it goes all the way out here, so you're not going to be a mile away unless you get over here. But this was wrong, apparently, so let's try that. Oh, there we go. A sister tries to stop me from entering, but I show her the letter, and she lets me through. I am ushered into a walled courtyard and then through a large oak door, along a corridor and down a set of stone stairs into a cool basement. Lying on a table, draped in silk, is the Arda. There is not a mark on her, but her open eyes are black, her mouth, her veins, her hair, all black as a raven's wing. Do you know what could do this? Asks my escort. I set to work. Let's use Ren to figure it out. Wren, Ipsam flavus. The long leaves of the wren are known to turn black in the presence of certain poisons, and so can be used to detect them. Though it has no flower, it is said to smell unpleasant to those who have known death and sweet to those who have not. Well, makes sense. I mean, this flower would often be associated with death. We're just looking for long leaves. And no flower. Long leaves, no flower. And it smells good if you haven't been around death. A scent that scratches at the back of my throat. Oh, you sent a picture? Okay. Let's check this out. What do you got? There we go. Oh. Oh, wow. Nice. Yeah, impressive that you've managed to keep all those blocks there without anyone destroying it or ruining it. Okay, well, we're looking for a flowerless plant. That's definitely one of them there. But I don't think it was the only one. There's this. Smells faintly of wood smoke. I don't think so. This looks unlikely. Just straight up. Yeah, no. I think that would still count as a flower. What about... I think that's also a flower, though. Yeah, cream-colored flowers. They smell wonderful. There should not be flowers, though. This one seems most likely. Yeah. Okay. It was a scent that scratches at the back of your throat, so I don't know. Maybe this guy has seen death. Or he's kind of uneasy about it. Well, oh, I guess literally he just did see death, so... I extract a sample of the artist's blood and introduce it to the wren, and my suspicions are confirmed immediately. The leaves of the wren turn black, which can only mean one thing. Gilded dendra poisoning. Upon presenting my findings, I am rushed away quickly. The sisters do not want me hanging around, it seems. They do, however, send me on my way with a couple of plants, which I am grateful for. Alright. Well, we've also identified the wren. We've been introduced to grey sandfire, Sabulum canis. Sandfire has a tough outer bark, which has many useful properties. Some chew it as a form of dental hygiene, taking care not to swallow it as it can cause unpleasant stomach distress. The flame-like tendrils give off a smoky scent, adding to the impression of a roaring fire. Okay. Well, let's mark the wren. This one here. And collect these plants. Cool. One of those looks like one of the ones I recently discovered in the book. The left one. Let's put this in the archive and be on our way. Close up shop for the day. Let's reveal a new card. North of Hawkshead, east of Lowick, west of Rusland, south of Crinkle Craigs. The book both fascinated and terrified her in equal measure, and after studying it for some time, she reached a decision. She would never use the power she had discovered. She would hide the book where it could never be found. Interesting. A book in Ambleside Library that was apparently, like, really bad. Or had some sort of weird powers in it. Alrighty. Well, this is pretty good. We've discovered a lot of plants so far. There's still a cat. Is there something... No, I don't think there's anything new in here. Yeah, okay. Well, let's just get the day started. Sure. Wilbur Miller. I'm looking for a plant. Lady of... what's it? Something or other? I'm no green-eyed drayer, that's for sure. My mind isn't at all what it used to be. It's the one that's supposed to help with mental decline? Lady of Summer. Okay. Lady of Summer. The leaves curl round delightfully, which, yeah, we already did all that. But, it's got a flower, and the leaves... It looks nice, and... it's often considered an ornamental plant. A single sweet-smelling dark flower. Well, that has curled leaves, so I'm gonna go with this one, actually. Yeah, nice. Fennet. Acutus minor. Chewing the tough root of this plant is said to ease gastric distress and reduce anxiety. It has long, soft leaves. Alright, well, let's mark Lady of Summer. Cool. Before we take the next customer, let's see if we can find this. North of Hawkshead, east of Lowick. West of Rusland, south of Crinkle Craigs. Let's have a look at our map. North of Hawkshead. Where is Hawkshead? Right here, okay. Got that dot. East of Lowick. Where is Lowick? Oh. Okay. West of Rusland. We should probably look at the two opposing directions first. So if we're at north of Hawkshead, we should look to the south of Crinkle Craigs, which is here. So in row E, and east of Lawick, west of Rusland. Lawick is right here, Rusland is right there. So E, oops. Where is Rusland? Yeah, this one's 17. E17, I think. Yeah. Okay, that should be good. Let's go explore. 17E. My eyes are drawn to the silhouette of a grizzled old man standing at the edge of a field. His mind is broken, seemingly beyond repair. Vacant eyes fixate on nothing. A whisper of an expression as my gaze sweeps his face, but only a whisper. He raises his arm, points. I follow his outstretched finger, and I'm surprised to find a cluster of wildflowers growing there, hidden from view. 2 new plants. We've got this red one and the blue one. Cool. Well, that should be useful. I'm still curious as to what this is supposed to be. It's been, oh. Weird. Okay. I'm guessing there's supposed to be a pattern going on here. But I'm just gonna set them all to upside down anyways, because that's what I do. David Schaefer, back with my mail? They're saying the Arda has been killed. I know a lot of people don't trust that sisterhood, but it seemed to be. The Arda always looked out for the less fortunate. Let's take that letter. The cold is too much to bear beyond the gap. I was forced to turn back. I would advise against it, but if you are determined to explore Great Gable, be sure to take precautions. Knowing you, I'm sure you'll have a plant up your sleeve that can keep you warm should the weather turn against you. Warmest regards, Amos Duncan, or Amos. I keep on switching that up. The Great Gable. Beyond the gap. Let's see, where is the Great Gable? Oh, here it is. Well, after several hours of arduous hiking and scrambling, I am still some distance from the summit. I am freezing cold and ready to head home. I should do the sensible thing and turn back down the mountain. Unless I just happen to have all of my plants with me, so that way I can figure out which one is Brimlock, which I can then use to keep myself warm. Brimlock, Folium caldarius. Oh, we've already read this description too. But we are looking for small yellow flowers in the cold, specifically, but waxy and tough leaves. Well, would I see those small yellow flowers right now? I'm guessing not, but if I do a closer inspection, maybe. Smooth, waxy leaves. Well. That's not tough, waxy leaves, so I can't say for sure just yet. That said, I don't have many other options, really. Come on, I gotta take a look at this in the winter. To see if it has yellow leaves. Or yellow flowers, that is. But nothing else really, like... Most of the rest have flowers already. And none of them are small yellow ones. That said, I don't think it would necessarily have to not have flowers to count. Still, this probably looks the closest. Let's try it. Yeah, okay. Grimlock. Sunset Mount Trap. Sunset Mount Cap. Solus Ocasum. Or Ocasum. The Sunset Mount Cap is a type of fungus with domed caps, sometimes called stinking mount cap, as a result of its unpleasant odor. It is thought to deter unwanted souls and spirits from entering the home. It is often placed in doorways. It is mildly toxic to humans and should not be eaten. Okay. I push on, no longer feeling the cold, and I am pleasantly rewarded. Or present. He did say presently. Okay. New plant discovered. Cool. Well, let's put this in the archive and invite our next customer. Norman Lee. This plant is cursed. It has brought me nothing but sorrow. Please take it. I want nothing to do with it. Oh. Thank you. Mushrooms. Alrighty. Well, who's next? Hellebore! Always a pleasure, my feline friend. I hope he hasn't been nibbling the plants again. Simone Green. I have a favor to ask. You owe me for the hours I spent digging out the information on those plants. I've been burning the midnight toil again and could use some common trouse, and I know where to find it. According to Grayson's herbology, it grows in abundance on red pike. I'll come by the day after tomorrow to collect it. I have business in Sedberg in the meantime. Here, take this. Another entry, nice. Common trouse, Sporathus nemesium. Despite being described as common, the trouse is in fact, it can in fact be tricky to find. However, it is known to grow in abundance on the slopes of red pike. Nobody knows why. Its leaves have been used for centuries as a balm against eye strain. Cool. Well, let's also look at the bios, because we got a new entry for Simone, the librarian. Simone loves books and reading. She is also irritatingly organized and has begun the overwhelming task of rearranging the library at Ambleside. Her new system works, but it will take years to catalog every book, scroll, pamphlet, and diary. In the meantime, every day yields new discoveries, buried fragments of ancient knowledge resurfacing to the light like arrowheads to archaeologists. Alright, well... we need to find the red pike. Or, well, we need to go to red pike to find the flower that we're looking for. Here it is. I enjoy a pleasant stroll up the fell. The going is easy, the weather agreeable, and the views majestic. I do not have to look hard to find what I am after. And there it is. There's like only one planet that could possibly be, right? Because she literally told us to go find it. And it said, go to red pike. So can I mark that real quick? What was it even called? Common trouse, right? Yeah? Sure looks about right. So let's label the common trouse. Next customer? Verona Green. When you work with the occult, I find it pays to uphold a certain image. If you're going to be accused of performing witchcraft anyway, it doesn't hurt to put on a bit of show. A bit of a show every now and then. Let the punters know that what I'm capable of. Let the punters know what I'm capable of, sort of thing. Long story short, I may have threatened to turn a small boy into a toad, and the little boggart called my bluff. Oh, don't look at me like that. You know what little boys are like. I can assure you he deserves to be turned into a toad. Anyway, I think a little display is needed to discourage this sort of behavior in the future. Have you got any shimmerlong? Shimmerlong, you say. What is a shimmerlong? The dried stem of the shimmerlong burns very brightly and noisily, letting off a near-blinding white-purple light. Right. We looked at this before too, and it's also one of the flowers I just discovered not too long ago. The problem is finding it, which shouldn't be too hard. It had a pretty distinctive shape. I think, anyway. Oh, not that one. I swear I had this one. Small red berries. Red fruit. I totally had this shimmerlong stuff. I've just got so many plants now that it's not so easy to find. Don't I? I totally got a flower that looked just like that. Well, maybe I need to explore a bit. No, I don't think so. It's got a dried stem. And when it burns, it lets off a very fancy light. White and purple. Very bright. I gotta be blind or something. I totally had this one. Oh, is it this? Maybe? Yeah, I think so. Yeah, nice. There we go. Shimmerlong. Cool. Candlewood, Lucernum caledonia, produces a red flower that provides a shielding effect, protecting against all manner of afflictions of the mind. Long, thin stems grow among tall leaves. Okay. Well, let's mark our Jeez, I cannot speak. Shimmerlong. There we go. Ruth Douglas. There is a beautiful plant that I've been looking for all over, but nobody seems to have any. M something. Monk brew? I'm not sure. I do know that you shouldn't touch the leaves, though. Okay. Sounds a little bit like something I had. Meek dew, I think. The beautiful flower is made up of many smaller florets. Yeah, it's a decorative plant. but it's difficult to look for, and it can result in painful sores. That sounds like exactly the description you're looking for. We're looking for flowers that are made up of smaller florets. Doesn't really say which color, though. That looks quite a bit like it. What about this one? This one looks actually like there's no... Yeah. Not that one, I don't think. There's no, like, buds on them. I am going to go with this. This looks like spot on, pretty much. Yeah, me too. Nice. Let's mark that. And close up shop for another day. And draw another card. Oh, this one's ripped. Time passed, a year, and then another. The book remained hidden, but out of sight did not mean out of mind. The book was what her thoughts settled on when she rested, when she brooded over when she did her chores, what she pictured when she dreamed. All we've got for this hint is an X. Day 4, Monday. Interesting. No, not this. What on earth could this hint be? Do I need another piece, or do I need to match it up to something? Oh. That looks like spot on, actually. Ah. And then it would be on... 6? Yeah, 6. N6. This one. The gentle sound of flowing water, the sunlight through scattered clouds, a reset. 2 new plants. Sweet. Alrighty. Well, let's invite our first customer. Reuben Ward again. The Fox button was no help, I'm afraid. The Sisterhood still refused to speak openly with me. Not that I had the time to pursue it properly. I'm rushed off my feet this week. There's been a body found up at the Swinside Stone Circle, and apparently it's a grisly one. Don't suppose you've got anything to help keep my lunch down. My stomach's never coped too well with the grisly ones. Also, there was a bio I missed. This lady. The occult, the Satanist or whatever. Verona has been studying the occult and the mysterious for many years. It started as a hobby, but gradually grew into an obsession. She haunts the boundary between truth and tale, seeking out the knowledge that others recoil from. She also brews a lovely cup of tea. Well then, I would consider her a friend. The Occult Scholar. So we need Fennett for this guy. Fennett. Chewing the tough root of this plant is said to ease gastric distress and reduce anxiety. Long, soft leaves is what we're looking for. Maybe I should be, like, organizing the plants that I haven't identified yet. We'll move all those over here. Because having them all mixed up like this, when I know for a fact that I'm looking for a new plant that I haven't discovered, is a little bit not beneficial. Okay, I think this will be... Well, there's only a few more. Okay. Okay, there's still 4 more. I should have been doing this whole time. Because I'm sure it will pay off in the end. There we go. Cool. So we are looking for the fennec. Tough root, long soft leaves. Great. Wait, what was the picture? Let me take one more look at the picture. Okay. A pretty thin stem with curled leaves. Kinda looks like this one, if I'm being honest. Pale yellow flowers. The leaves are quite soft. The leaves look maybe too long, actually. Maybe. Just maybe. These are stiff leaves, so probably not. Doesn't say anything about the leaves on this one. Long leaves. Probably way too long, actually. I'm leaning towards this one, I think. Seem to be the most likely of them. Soft leaves, sure. Yeah, nice. Bennett, plant identified. We get witch fig, Striga tenuis. A plant that is said to have many uses, including easing the symptoms of infection, soaking up moisture, and detecting the presence of certain compounds. It is also well liked by butterflies. It has similar effects to the fever kiss plant, which it is often confused with. Okay. Well, first, let's mark the Bennett. That's how it was spelled, right? Yeah. And we'll move it over to the discovered plants. David Schaefer with my mail. Morning. Verona Green handed me this for you. She seemed in a good mood. I meant to tell you this yesterday, but it slipped my mind. I discovered a plant on a recent trip to Grisdale Forest, just northeast of Rustland. It was like nothing I've ever seen before. I would have brought it back with me if the sisterhood had given me a moment alone, but they seemed overly protective lately. Makes sense, they did have their leader die due to poison. Seems a little sus. But we're looking northeast of Rustland, by Grisdale Forest. From the moment I step off the road, I can't shake the feeling I'm being watched. Suddenly I find my way blocked by 3 women wearing green cloaks and holding short elm bows. Nothing may wander freely throughout the forest by order of the Arda, says the leader of the trio. I turn to walk back, but then again, I have a few tricks up my sleeve. Mellow Glow. Let's see, what's Mellow Glow? Among other uses for this plant, the most remarkable is that it can allow a person to pass unnoticed. Though not invisible, it is possible to become hidden from sight and memory. Weird. Wonder how that works. And it's called Cincinus maturis. The Mellow Glow has sharp thorns that protect it from predators. Okay. I think I've got one remaining like that. Probably this one. Or, well, there's 2, actually. Sharp thorns. What about this one? This also has sharp thorns, but they're not mentioned on a closer inspection, so... I'm not sure. Let's try it. Yeah, nice. We have identified the mellow glow. We got a book entry for Cabelia. Arbitum alacridus. A rare plant that is believed to help the dead find peace in the afterlife. Those who can afford it place wreaths made from it at the graves of their loved ones. Cabelia flowers almost always contain 6 petals. Finding a 7-petaled flower is considered to bring good fortune. Interesting. We'll put that there. Put this away. Let's continue on. With the help of the metal glow, I walk right past the sisters without them paying me any heed. Chuckling to myself, I collect the plant that Verona talked about and take my leave. Sweet. It's a cool plant. I would like it on the far left side, thank you. Assuming, well, probably is over here actually. Oh yeah, it's right there. Duh. Put this in the archive, get it out of the way. And let's move on to the next customer. Bye, Swift. I am afraid. The camphor you gave me is helping me sleep, and I'm very grateful for it, but the visions are as strong as ever. The woman in the jade mask appears in my dreams every night. She screams at me, but I do not know why, and behind her, that presence is always there. Dark and dreadful. I don't know what to do. The dreams feel like a warning that I don't understand, a mosaic of color that refuses to come into focus. Some part of me wants to stare down that abyss, but I am afraid. Auguria or Candlewood? Okay. Something to help with, either fear, nightmares, or, I don't know, sleep? Clarity? Could be a lot of things. Let's see what Auguria does. When burned, incense made from it, so it enhances psychic abilities, strengthening the clarity of visions and prophecies. Okay. So that could help her understand what's going on a bit better, but what about Candlewood? A rare... Oh, wait. Produces a shielding effect, protecting against all afflictions of the mind. Would we want her to understand the vision? Or to just not have them at all? Sleep better? Or intensify whatever's going on so she can understand it better? I'm not sure. Let's try Auguria, I think. Psychic abilities sounds helpful here. Light blue flowers, like rounded tufts of gentle lamb's wool, characterize this plant. So this literally looks like the only one that could possibly be. Plant identified. Cool. Worry Less. Lavanus nana. Worry Less is an aptly named plant. Inhaling the smell of the flowers is said to help ease symptoms of anxiety. Label this here. Move it over. And... next. Who's next at the counter? Margaret Elspeth. We don't come to Undermere often, but I heard about your shop and I said to Francis we simply must pay a visit. It's a wonderful breath of a life in an otherwise dreary town. I'm the green-fingered one, and it's not really his cup of tea, but I persuaded him the trip would do him good, and besides, we'll be wanting to take a boat out on the lake. Shame about this awful weather, though. You must come to Zizurg. We have a small library with some Books on plants that my grandfather acquired many years ago. I'm sure they will be of interest to a horticulturist such as yourself. Mario got briefed. Oh, darn. Yep. Can't say it's too much of a surprise. Let's check out, Scissorg. Or Sizerg, I don't know. Oh, yes, absolutely. Readjusting the notes is a pain in the neck. Because you gotta figure out where on earth that note even is. Yeah, exactly. Oh, absolutely, yeah. Scissorg Castle. Okay. I am greeted enthusiastically by Lady Elsbeth herself. She is very talkative and has many questions on horticulture that I do my best to answer as she takes me on a tour of the gardens. Oh, you must take a sample of this back with you, she exclaims, pointing out a plant that I do not recognize. But before I can stop to take a look, she has already whisked me on to the next. And this one too, she says. I'm quite exhausted by the time we make it to the library, and I don't have the time to make as thorough a study as I would like. Nevertheless, I am able to find an interesting entry that I note down. Don't forget these, Lady Elsbeth cries as I make to leave. She thrusts the plants from the gardens into my hands, and I thank her warmly. Well, thank you for all the plants. The red berries provide an energy boost that lasts several hours, the fever kiss. February osculum? The leaves are pale in color. So there's red berries. That sounds exactly like one that I've had all this time. We got 2 new plants. These look pretty cool. I'm gonna have to shift all of this over. Sure. We'll leave it like this for now. And we will mark this as the fever kiss, because it's quite, like, obvious that it's the fever kiss. This one here. Okay. We've dealt with this letter into the archive. Put all this stuff away. Pet the cat. And invite the next guy. Philip Shaw. Philip Shaw. Mushroom. Red spores. Lose in the dark. That's all I've got. Any ideas? Yes, I do have some ideas. This has been mentioned before. And in fact, I think someone even took one of these. But what was it called? Definitely not candy root. Sharp undersides. Somewhere in here. Not that one. Wandering View. Right. Several meters. Quite impressive. Although, oh no. That's red spores. Pretty sure that's this. Yeah, perfect. I've already identified this. Selena Scott. They're saying Black Comb is haunted now. Bradley Miller told me he saw the ghost of a huge deer, antlers and all. But then Bradley Miller also says he can talk to squirrels. You know, he's a bit of a crazy, kooky guy. Either way, there's something evil in them hills, and I'm not taking any chances. Awful what happened to that poor young man up at Swinside. I've come for some stinking mount cap. or also called sunset mount cap, of course, which is domed caps. Smells bad. And the flies and stuff are quite an indication that this doesn't smell that great. And there we go. Another one identified. And we're done for the day. Henshuck. Maculosus retinentia. The fruit of the henshuck can have startling effects on memory. Even a small dose can result in short-term memory loss, but in larger amounts it has been known to cause severe amnesia. The tuberous bulb has an unusual structure, growing in bursts that give it a striped appearance when cut open. When the outer layer hardens and turns blue-green, it is ready to harvest. Most interesting. Well, let's first mark the sunset mount cap. Move it over here to our labeled plants. Cool. Look at all those plants we've discovered already. Quite satisfying, actually. Let's close up shop. Next day. Another card. She lives alone in the castle to the northwest of the abbey. She buried her husband 3 miles to the east, where the Everheart grows. At 15, her mother, strong, dependable, loving, was struck down by typhoid. The girl drew inward as her father turned to drink. Alright, well, northwest of the abbey, 3 miles to the east. So a castle northwest of the abbey, and then 3 miles east. Where is the abbey? Calder Abbey, and there it is. And then far northwest map of the map, and then we go 3 miles east. Okay, sure. A dead tree, its bark cracked and blackened by fire, stands alone on the hillside. Off to one side, a patch of flowers grows on a low mound. New plant acquired. Sweet. Let's bring this back out. And get our first customer. Vi Swift is back again. What have you done to me? I see the woman in the jade mask everywhere. And that creature that stands over his shoulder, I almost feel like I can sense its desires. It is afraid of the Sisterhood, that much is clear. It will lay waste to them. So much death, but it can be avoided with Arduino's protection. I do not even know if I am awake or asleep now. Or, other way around. I feel the darkness tearing at my mind. Worry less. Let's get her worry less. I'm sorry that I did that to you, but now you at least understand a bit better why she's haunting you, right? Alright. Well, that's a very helpful description. Yes, it's an aptly named plant because of its cure, but all it says is flowers. We are given a visual and told it has flowers. That's about it. I guess that should be enough. I want to say this one. It has flower. Well, yeah, it has flowers. Actually, would it say something about me feeling soothed if I look at it? They smell wonderful. That could be it. I mean, I'm sure that he would feel pretty giddy being soothed. No noticeable odor. Pretty sure this would be the one. Just going by the happiness and the kind of look at the leaves. The leaves look pretty close. They've got the little rib on them. So let's try it. Yeah, nice. Worry less identified. And we have discovered the hop heart, Cora ingens. Inhaling smoke from burning the dried leaves of this plant can provide pain relief. Firm leaves grow up the stems, leading to blue flowers. Cool. Well, let's label the worry less. Drag it to the shelf. Cool. Next one. Simone Green. I met a strange man on the road to Sedberg not 2 days ago. Stranger still, he asked after you. He said he had something for you. Don't ask me what. So I told him where to find you, but he looked stricken when I mentioned Undermere. Said he doesn't come near towns at all if he can help it. He was headed west, at least I think he was. He said he was looking for the Winster Spring. I'll write this down for you. Oh, thank you. Anyway, that's my news. Did you manage to find the plant I wanted? Indeed I did. Where did I put it? The common chouse. If only I could, like, automatically sort these by name or something. Here it is. Sweet. Man wanted to meet you, headed west from Sedberg, possibly near to the source of the river Winster. Okay. Was it Sedberg? Yeah, Sedberg. Head west to the source of the river. Where is Sedberg? Oh, there it is. To the... doesn't look like that river is labeled on here. The River Winster. Winster River. Oh, there it is. Do we have to go west from Sedberg? To... this one? That's quite a ways. And also, it's not the source of the river. I think I need to see what she just said to me again. Winster Spring. Interesting. Well, the source of the river would be, like, right here. Why did I come here? Well, that was clearly not right. Let's, well, let's just take the next customer for now. Conrad Stanway. I am not long for this world, and I have decided that I want to be buried in a grave decorated with the rare and beautiful cabelia, like a drear huntsman, with their Dranthium-covered tombs. Okay. I think I can help with that. Caballia? Where do I find Caballia? Oh, usually has 6 flowers. It's the expensive plant. Very rarely has 7 flowers. Well, 7 petals. So I'm guessing these purple ones. Yeah, because these have 5. And these have a lot more than 5 or 6. This looks about right. Yeah, nice. Identified book entry. Eyebright. Euphrasia officinalis. Take care not to touch its brightly colored thorns. They will do no lasting damage, but they contain a small amount of venom that will cause a severe pain for several days later. A plant that only grows to the south in warmer climates, where they call it Leaf? Oath? Loeth? I don't know. After a long dead king. Known to improve eyesight at night, even in the darkest places. Alrighty. Well, let's first mark our Caballia. This one here. And then we'll go try to find the other guy. Again, because now I have more will to explore. The source of the river Winster. I don't know. Here? Oh, yeah, there you go. The hermit's camp is easy to find. Nestled between 2 boulders above the spring, the cooled remains of a fire ringed by stones is the only immediate sign that anyone is here. I call out, but there is no reply. The hermit is not here. A more thorough search of the campsite yields something interesting. Tucked off to one side, I discover some broken pieces of wood arranged on the floor. Okay. Cool. Down to right 3. Interesting. Oh, and it's gonna let me go right away. Perfect. Right here. The camp at the Winster Spring has led me to another camp of sorts where I am greeted by an eccentric man. Oh, yes, yes, ho, 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 the man says. You must take this. Take it, take it. At his insistence, I receive the looking glass that he thrusts into my hands. He places an envelope delicately on top. Oh ho, it's no use to me anymore. Ho ho, no use. Don't forget the red, the red, the red, the red. Oh, ebony. I am sure that he is quite mad. We got a new item. Oh, look at that. That's cool. It is said that the red ebony plant has the property of uncovering that which is hidden or secret. I've perfected a device designed to use extract from the plant in concert with a viewing window in order to permit the user to see magics otherwise invisible to the naked eye. Interesting. So I need to find red ebony. This sounds like it's going to come in useful later, but not necessarily right now. Also, this is stun myth, so I can put it away. Well, let's get the next customer in. Unknown. It's a person with the jade mask, who is apparently trying to destroy the place. Your reputation is growing, horticulturist. I see you are the person to come to for plants that are difficult to acquire. My head feels like it is being torn in two lately. I'm looking for some hop heart. It's the person from the visions that was apparently trying to take down the sisterhood. Or at least I would think so. He's got the jade mask. Hop heart. Inhaling smoke from burning the dried leaves of this plant can provide pain relief, right? Firm leaves leading to blue flowers. I think this one. Blue flowers, stiff leaves. Yep. Let's go. Alright, new book entry. Copper Caledonian. Eris agaricum. This plant has a rejuvenation effect, but most who have tried to benefit from its properties have come to realize that it is a curse, not a blessing. Though you may appear younger, you will quickly become more frail and brittle. The red spores that are often seen growing on it are in fact a type of fungus themselves, and are not a part of the plant. Probably this one. Interesting. Yeah, hop heart. Okay, we'll put this up here. What was that called? The Copper Caledonian? I'm quite confident that this one is, the Copper Caledonian, or Caledonian, right? Okay. Next. Verona Green is back. Reuben Ward has called on my unique expertise to aid in his investigation at the Swinside Stone Circle. Unique expertise? Ha! He knows how to flatter an old woman when he wants something. Thought about telling him to suck an egg. Give it a good long thought, actually, but my curiosity got the better of me. He must be desperate if he's coming to me, and I'll bet they've found something juicy down there. Signs of ritual sacrifice, maybe. I could do with some witch fig to take with me. Always comes in useful. If you say so. Yep. Okay, so this one we've read already, but it helps with infection. Similar leaves to the fever kiss plant, which it is often confused with, actually. And this one, similar leaves to... Are you kidding? I marked it already. Similar leaves to this? No way. Don't tell me I incorrectly marked this. Let's have a look. Small red berries. Oh, I don't think so. I think the red berries distinguish this one. That said, there are berries shown here. How do you tell the two apart then? Do I have anything else that looks similar to that? Yes, this here. Well, it says red berries for the fever kiss, so this has got to be it. Yeah, nice. Which fig identified? Jacob's Worth. Diginitis? Jacobi? Okay. People tend to be drawn to the unusual flowers of the Jacob's Worth, but it is the leaves that have the most interesting properties. It is said they will point the way towards any person you wish to locate, and have been used successfully to find many a lost wanderer out on the fells. Interesting. Very weird plant. Oh, darn. Yep, that sounds about right. Sounds to be expected. Okay, labels put away. Let's put this up here. Look at all these plants that I've discovered. This is awesome. Alrighty. Well, next customer. I never see anybody in your shop. It's a daily surprise to me that you're still in business. Well, I've dealt with many customers already. Come on. Believe me, I wouldn't be in here if I didn't have to be. Especially with that damn cat still here. I need some bishop's parasol for a work-related matter. Dude, have you seen how many customers just left here? I am a busy place still. Bishop's parasol. It's a mushroom found in dark, damp places that seeps a milky fluid. A very weird mushroom. Gives off a small amount of light. And this one seeps the weird fluid. So let's mark that real quick. Bishop's parasol. It's gotta be. There you go. Identified. Cool. We're closed for the day. Royal Gentian. Caesarea rosea, sometimes called Everheart. The pink flowers of the Royal Gentian are made up of 2 large kidney-shaped petals. One of the few known ways to release the bind of swift snare is to apply a paste created from the sap of the Royal Gentian. Okay, interesting. So swift snare, a plant that I would guess snares you. So you can use that weird plant to get out of that. Cool. Alright, let's close up shop. Draw another card. The old man of Coniston looks out across the lake with blind eyes. His mind wanders with the current, floating gently southwards in the fork, to the fork. Not long after, the girl left home. Her father wept, but he was so caught up in his own grief that he let her go and did not look for her. It's raining yet again, like every second day. Ha! Okay, so the old man of Coniston looks out across the lake with blind eyes, and southwards of the fork, or southwards to the fork. His eyes wander, mind wanders with the fork, or the current. Which place? Coniston. Where is Coniston? Oh. The old man from Coniston. Ha! And southwards of the fork. He looks out across the lake with blind eyes. Wanders with the current, floating gently southwards to the fork. To the fork. Like right here? The heavens open up as I reach the fork. I take a moment to pause and listen to the sound of water on water. I'm soaked through, but my spirits are high as I return home. I'm not empty-handed. 2 new plants today. And check them out, there's the 2 new plants. They look kind of similar, but a little bit different. Sure. Alrighty. Let's pop that out. Put this in here. Next customer. Eleanor Bramer. The insects make the salt marshes uninhabitable. People stay away and not much grows there, but I know where to find an unusual plant. I've drawn you a map in case you decide it's worth your time. Sure. Interesting. Thank you for that map. Let's try to match it up to something. Looks like that right there. Yep. Then you kind of go... Now like this. So I'm gonna say F2. The air is thick with flying, biting insects, an unbearable plague. I fight against it for mere moments before I am overwhelmed. If only I had some blue winter to keep them at bay. Winter boar. Pretty sure I've discovered that one, right? No, not yet. Also known as blue aloe or blue winter after its cool blue-gray flowers. Winter boar is a hardy plant often found growing in extreme cold environments. The rubbery leaves make an excellent, effective insect repellent when applied to the skin. Aloe ceruleum. Okay. And it's got cool blue-gray flowers. Probably this one. Nice. Got a new book entry. Dranthium. Mens fortis. A plant with powerful mind-altering abilities. Those who inhale smoke from burning its long, sharp leaves elevate their awareness to levels otherwise unachievable. Some know Dranthium as green eye, a name derived from the telltale sign of overdose where even the whites of the eyes take on a green tint. Ascending to another plane altogether. Alrighty. Let's take this plant home. Cool. That is an interesting plant. Tell me it went over here. No, it didn't. Probably because I was over here. On this side. Seems it tries to put it on my screen. So, I should not look over here when I'm getting new plants. Alrighty. We've taken care of this. Let's put it in the archive. Next up is Bethany Coleman again. Thank you for your help and discretion earlier. The Sisterhood is grateful, but the news that the Arda was poisoned with gilded dendra has everyone worried. The temporary acting Arda is panicking. I probably shouldn't be telling you this, but one of the sisters has gone missing. A runaway called Thea that we took in a few years ago. We're trying to find her, and her sister Charlotte remembered that the Jacob's Worth plant is said to help locate people. Indeed it does. From what I've read anyways. Let's find you, Jacob's Worth. Okay, so there's unusual flowers, but leaves have interesting properties as well. They always point towards the person you're looking for. Sounds a lot like this, actually. Leaves seem to have a mind of their own. Yeah? Okay, that would probably do it. Take it. There we go. Jacob's Worth identified Solomon's Scepter. Vargamus Infernum. Also known, alarmingly, as Hell's Gate, and sometimes Solomon's Scorn. The flowers of the plant are commonly used in witchcraft and other satanic practices. Many sweet-smelling small flowers grow from along the stem. Alright, well, let's first label Jacob's Worth. There we go. A lot of reading today. I don't mind it though. It's good that I'm practicing my reading, because I've been stumbling over my words and stuttering lots lately. As I do it even as I'm saying so. Alrighty, well, who's next? Arthur Cook. It's my wife's birthday and I wanted to get her something special. There was a plant that she used to love as a child, but she hasn't been able to find any in years. It's sort of bulb-like and has a strong smell to it, but strong in a good way, and... oh, the flower is more like lots of little flowers. Okay, you want a special flower that she loved as a child, and the flower is more like lots of little flowers. It smells bulb-like and smells strong, but good. I don't know if that's really bulb-like, I would say. Oh, no, kind of, sort of. We don't know what this one is actually called yet. Oh, but there's also these, but I think these are more like flower-like. Yeah. Not so much bulbs. And these are fruits. Well, these wouldn't be there. Those are not like little flowers. I'm gonna go with this one because it's kind of bulb-like and it smells nice. Oh. No, that was not the right one. Okay. Well, there was another one from way earlier that smelled nice and was lots of flowers. That's not really bulb-like, though. Light, airy scent. It doesn't have to be red either. Or blue or anything. The color is not specified. So... What was the one that said, like, pungent, but not unpleasant? Yeah. Okay. I think this one. Yeah, okay. Forest Camphor. Cool. Well, who's next? Ennis Aylford. We've had our eye on you for some time now. Join us. Praise the Dendru. I don't even know who you are. Cultist. Oh, that's exactly what I want to do. I want to join a cult. That sounds wonderful, thank you. Ennis Aylford, a man who claims to represent the group known as the Seeds of Redemption. He grew up in nearby Gosforth, but it's rumored that he spent some time living in Rydal Cave. It is not clear what happened in the intervening years, but by the time he came to Undermere, he had dedicated his life to the one he calls the Woken Dendru. This lady, I didn't see this one, the woman in the Jade Mask. Little is known about the mysterious woman in the Jade Mask. She is occasionally seen in Undermere, but people understandably avoid her cold demeanor. Yeah, makes sense. I don't know if I want to join a cult. Well, it could be fun. It could be a neat little experiment. I represent a group called the Seeds of Redemption. Your expertise would be very useful to us, and we have much to offer in return. Let us know we can count on you by leaving a single St. John's poppy flower outside the Sadgill Church before Friday. Do not make the mistake of ignoring us. Well, what if I don't want to join your cult? I know you call it a group, but I think that's a euphemism. Literally says you're a cult. Well, should we leave them an offering anyways? Outside Sadgill Church before Friday. Okay. St. John's Poppy. Where is that place? St. John's Church. I don't even know where that is, man. Can't just, like, put all the pressure on me when I don't even know what place you're talking about. Sadgill Church. Oh, wait. I was probably looking for the entirely wrong place. Sadgill. Where is Sadgill? Here it is. Okay, let's go to Sadgill. No, that was the wrong place. Whoops. A little bit too fast to click. Well, let's just get the next customer first. Verona Green is back. I've returned from Swinside. I must admit I was hoping for more to go on, but there were certainly signs of a ritual having been performed at the Stone Circle. And the poor victim, well, the less said about him, the better. Reuben had it right, though. Grizzly. I have the beginnings of a theory, but I'd like to run some tests on the sample of the Gilded Dendra. Okay. That's the one that was said to have killed the sister, right? Do not drink the sap of this plant. The lips and veins will turn black as the blood succumbs to Dendra's miasma. We've already read this, but it's even touching the leaves is a bad idea. So be careful with this one. You'd think they would give a better description of it if it's so dangerous. That way you would know which one to watch out for. A plant that feels painful to touch. A rather unpleasant smell. None of these have been particularly painful, though. I don't think I've labeled it yet. Yeah, no, I haven't. I swear I had something that said it felt painful to touch, though. Those thorns look menacing. I'm staying well clear of those. Ha! No, it's not a mushroom. There's no way it's a mushroom. Nice smelling flower. Okay, this is actually probably it. My fingers ache from touching this plant. Let's try it. Yeah, nice. We have found the murder weapon. Maiden's Sorrow. Dolores Spinatum. Rubbing the soft leaves of this plant between one's finger and thumb is said to help prevent the mind from wandering, providing a focusing effect. That would be really nice. The flowers of this plant droop mournfully, but it is the thorns along the stem that are thought to lend it its name. Interesting. Oh, oops. Nope, need to change that. There we go. Let's go explore again and go to Sadgill, but for real this time. The church isn't hard to find in the small hamlet of Sadgill. This must be the place. So let's give him St. John's Poppy, which is already marked. It's the furthest, well, second furthest left one. There we go. I don't get anything yet. I'm just telling the cult, yes, I'm interested. Please let me in. Anne Wood. My aunt died 2 weeks ago and I inherited her house. I've been sifting through her possessions, and last night I found something unusual. In a forgotten corner of the attic I found a coffin. More unusual still, was bound by strong vines, so strong that I cannot cut through them. I immediately thought of your shop. You know about plants, right? Yup, and I have, in fact, one that is supposed to help with the finding, like, a snare plant of sorts. The pink flowers of the royal gentian are supposed to break these vines. Perfect. Book entry. Elderphinium. Myrcordialis. The petals of this flower, can be brewed to create an antidote to Dendro's miasma, a deadly poison that causes the blood to slowly turn black, eventually resulting in a painful death. It has an intoxicating scent, similar to that of Solomon's scepter. Interesting. Well, let's mark the Gentia. I was about to accidentally type royal genitalia, which would not have been so good. 5 miles south of the tallest but one. It grows in peace in the midday sun. Before she left, she returned to her hiding place and carefully retrieved the book, her excitement building as she did. She couldn't articulate what was so alluring to her about the book, but by now it had become an obsession. Day 7, Thursday. I should have actually just ignored that letter, honestly. Wonder if that's actually, if there's like alternate endings to this game. That'd be interesting. Okay, 5 miles south of the tallest but one. It grows in peace in the midday sun. Second tallest mountain? Oh yeah, it does actually say the height of each mountain. 978 for Seafell. I'd like to see someone top that. I do believe 978 meters is the tallest. So what's the second tallest then? 902. Yeah, looks like we're going to... Just double checking, there were a couple other ones across the map. No, I think we're going to Bofell. Let's go to Bofell then. 5 miles south. 5 miles south of Bofell, that is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Perfect. The forest here is lush and vibrant. The birdsong feels enchanting like the call of sirens. Nestled in the undergrowth under the shade of a birch tree, a plant grows. Oh, interesting. What's that one weird, like, isn't it supposed to be like the worst smelling plant or something? Or what was it, carnivorous? I can't remember. There was some sort of weird plant that kind of looks like this, but it was like green stem and like pinkish red petals on top. And it was very big. Kind of looked like a bunch of tongues sticking out of it or something. It was weird. Alright, well, let's invite to our first customer. I was able to strip away the swift snare's vines and lift the lid, with more than a little trepidation, I'll admit. To my relief, but also disappointment, the coffin contained nothing but dust. At least that's what I thought at first. When I looked closer, I discovered a golden amulet embedded in the grey ash. On the back of the amulet is a inscription that says, "With Solomon's scepter, I awake." Oh. Yes, that is indeed a plant. I don't know which one yet, but we will figure that out. Also known, alarmingly, as, yeah, Hell's Gate, all that. Sweet-smelling small flowers grow along the stem. Probably this one. That looks about right. Yeah, let's go with this. Well, what did it say about the smell? I didn't read. Yeah, they smell alluring. Sure. Alright, we've identified this one. Long vericund. Vericund, something like that. Humulus poceria. Sometimes called Witch's Remedy, the long vericund is believed to lift curses. Small leaves grow in pairs along the stem. Cool. Well, let's first label, of course, Solomon's Scepter. Move it over here. And then move on to our next customer. David Schaefer, back with more mail for me. I heard a shepherd got killed by some wild beast up near the Sunside Stone Circle. They say it slaughtered half his flock as well. People around here don't seem to be bothered, but it got them panicked down Foxfield way. Alrighty. Kentmere Eye. That's literally all it says. Okay. Kentmere Eye. I'm guessing that's the name of a lake or river. Oh wait, no. There's this place right here. There's the River Kent as well, but... I descend into a pleasant valley where the village of Kentmere is situated. On my way I pass the Brock Stone, or Badger Rock, which has always been popular with local children who challenge each other to scramble up its craggy sides. I make a beeline to the village church, St. Cuthbert's, which is sheltered by an ancient yew tree. There are many plants to admire amongst the headstones and tombs, but sadly nothing extraordinary for me to find today. Okay. Well, that was clearly not Kentmere's Eye. What would be Kentmere Eye? Oh, stay open, please. Kentmere Eye. Like the peak of the mountain right next to it? I don't know. There's the stone circle as well. This is like the most subtle clue they've given me so far, I think. Well, I can't travel yet anyways. I don't have enough will to explore. But we'll keep this in mind. Sure. Verona Green is back. Well, this is getting interesting. I was able to confirm that it was indeed Gilded Dendra that was used at the Swinside ritual site. That's a worrying sign. It's a plant that is used in several of the darker incantations. And it can't be a coincidence that the very same plant was used to poison the Arda. There must be a connection between this other murder and the Sisterhood. I need some mental clarity to think it through some more. Some Maiden's Sorrow would help a lot. Okay. Maiden's Sorrow. Wait. Well, I haven't actually discovered it yet, but I'm pretty sure we know which one this is already. It's got thorns along the stem and a drooping flower. Probably this one. Yes. Alrighty. Red Ebony, Occultus grandis. This plant is said to uncover that which is hidden, including buried treasure and secret writings. The red ebony is extremely rare and not well studied. Blood has been spilled over this plant, which is where the red part of the name is believed to come from, since, confusingly, the larger flower is in fact blue. Occultus grandis. Fitting name. Scientific name, kinda. Pretty sure we discovered the red ebony already. What was that flower we just discovered called again? Maiden, well, it was literally the Maiden's Sorrow, right? Yeah, so let's, put Maiden's Sorrow on here. Moved over here. So we have the watering can over here. Alright. Reuben Ward. It looks like I'm going to have to make a trip to Black Comb. Verona noticed something at the Sunside site that's had me pondering. A piece of slate with a symbol drawn on it in black. Can't think of anywhere else around there where you'd get slate from. That and Bradley Miller keeps insisting that he saw something up at Black Comb. Then again, Bradley Miller does claim that Ferry stole his wheelbarrow. This Bradley Miller guy says a lot of things, apparently. If I'm going to spend a night out in the hills, I'll want to take some eyebright with me. Wouldn't want anyone sneaking up on me in the dark. Okay. Eyebright, sure. Let's get you some eyebright. Take care not to touch its brightly colored thorns. Well, I think that quite immediately narrows it down to this one. Yep. That's the only other one that I even have with thorns. Wild coal, Hispid viburnum. The purple berries are recommended by physicians in place of a hair of the dog mentality as a tonic for those suffering the effects of having drunk too much the night before. There are some who consider wild coal a sacred plant, perhaps owing to its rarity, and claim that it is bad luck to pick berries from it. Okay. Well, let's write this down. Alrighty. I should try exploring again, see if I can find this Eye of Kentmere. No idea. There are more important things I could be doing back at the shop. So that's not it either. Nope. Kentmere Eye. I don't get it. I know, like, Eye of the Storm, technically, like, isn't there a term for, like, Eye of the River or something? Or, like, referring to a body of water? Isn't eye used somewhere in that? Not sure. Let's pet the cat. Forest Vare. Does it ever stop raining in Undermere? I know, right, man? Like every second day. You have a reputation in town for knowing about unusual plants. I need some gray sandfire. Nobody around here seems to even know what I'm talking about, but I hope I'm in the right place now. I do believe you are. I have a lot of weird plants. You're looking for gray sandfire. I even have an entry on this. Sandfire has a tough outer bark which has many useful properties. Some chew it as a form of dental hygiene, taking care not to swallow it, as it can cause unpleasant stomach distress. The flame-like tendrils give off a smoky scent, adding to the impression of a roaring fire. That kind of looks like it right here. A rather unpleasant scent. That's the only one that really has an outer bark, so I'm gonna go with it. Nope. That was not correct. Is it one I marked already? And totally forgot about? No. What about this one? This one looks kind of weird. I've been wondering about this one the whole time. Oh, wood smoke. Yeah, smoky scent. This one has been sitting here this whole time, and I finally get to use it. Nice. Identified gray sandfire. Ember Soul. Animo ignis. Ember Soul is thought to have protective properties. It is sometimes given as an offering to various deities in return for sanctuary. Produces flowers with many petals. Watch out for the leaves, they're razor sharp. Yikes. Okay. Well, we're all done for the day. First, let's mark the sandfire. What was it called? Gray sandfire? Yes. Okay. Move it over here. And I should probably go see if I can find that place one more time. I really don't know what Kentmere Eye could possibly be, but let me look this up. Like, I need to know if there's like a water term that uses eye. What is the eye of the river? What would a river... Oh. Well, that's giving me results for the song. The source of a life-giving river. Okay. Why did I come here? Nope. Well, no, the source of it would be, like, all the way down here, though. Like, way down. That's all considered the River Kent, so... Parts of a river. Sure. Nope. There's the mouth, of course. I don't think I refers to water in any way. Well, I need more will to explore, so let's water some plants. Naturally. What should I try next? Well, source of the river, I guess, is an idea. Undermere Lake is not really what I want, but I don't know. At the fork? Nope. What do you mean, Kentmere Eye? I'm not sure, like, what else could that refer to? I might just have to come back to this one, because I have no idea, honestly. I've tried the peak of the mountain, I've tried the end of the river, and I've tried the lake that the river is coming from. None of those have worked. And I've also tried Kentmere itself, the tile above, well, that's already this end of the river. I don't really have any other ideas. Yep, nothing here. Alright, well, let's move on to the next day. Well, at least we'll draw the card. I have to go soon. Lowick to Ilgil Head. Foxfield to Crinkle Craigs. At first she felt free, but it wasn't long before the reality of her situation began to take its toll. She stole food when she was hungry and slept in makeshift shelters, not knowing where she was going, not caring. Eventually she made her way to Grisdale Forest. And it's Friday, so the cultists should be paying us a visit, I think. Because that's what you always want, right? You want cultists to come to your house or your shop. Alright. Well, that said, I am going to call it a night. Going to work overnight, but it's my last 2 overnight shifts for this summer. And then I'm going to be going back to a more normal schedule for next week. That said, I start college in 2 weeks, so schedule will be changing up a bit as far as like streaming schedules go. Why did I switch to my HD? I keep on switching to my HDMI. I just have to Alt Tab. Anyways, yeah, stream schedule will be changing in a couple of weeks, but we can worry about that when that comes. I'll still be posting it on Twitch and I'll probably start putting it on Twitter as well. But yeah, thanks for joining me today. We're going to be back tomorrow at 3 p.m. Mountain Time. Same time that today was scheduled, but obviously that happened a little bit late. So 2 hours before when this stream started. And we're playing Breath of the Wild tomorrow. Friday at the same time as well, I'm pretty sure. We are playing, well, I might continue with this actually earlier in the afternoon. And then move on to The Last Campfire, which is another cool puzzle game to check out. But obviously I would like to finish this off too. We've gotten pretty far and it's supposed to be a pretty short game. And then Mario Kart on Saturday at noon. 1 o'clock Mountain Time, actually. Yeah, thanks for joining me today. I'll see you next time. You have a good night.